Most people believe that Ruqya can only cure evil eye, black magic, and jinn possession, but this is totally wrong. There are some other illnesses that can also be cured through Ruqya, such as Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all my Muslim brothers and sisters. You are all welcome to Nodul Higher Institute. In our previous episodes, we have discussed many things about Ruqya Shariah. Inshallah, in today's episodes, we will be discussing about the four categories of illnesses that can be cured through the practice of Ar-Ruqya Shariah. For the sake of Allah, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell so you won't miss any of these classes. So, what are the four categories of illnesses that can be cured through the practice of Ar-Ruqya Shariah? But firstly, what is Ruqya Shariah? Ruqya Shariah is an Islamic healing method based on the recitation of Quranic verses, Almighty Allah's names and His attributes, and other du'as and supplications in order to cure various types of illnesses and to solve other issues. So, what are the four categories of illnesses that can be cured through the practice of Ar-Ruqya Shariah? There are various types of illnesses that can be cured through the practice of Ar-Ruqya Shariah. These illnesses are categorized into four groups. The last one will shock you. The first one is spiritual illnesses. This refers to illnesses caused by unseen entities such as the jinn, witchcraft, demons, and magicians. These illnesses affect human spiritual well-being. These illnesses include evil eye, black magic, envy, jinn possession, sihr, bad dreams, blockages, bad luck, and etc. This illness can only be diagnosed and treated by spiritual practitioners and rockies rather than going to hospital or applying medical treatments, hoping it will be helpful. Spiritual illnesses can lead to quick death for its victim if quick action is not taken, as it was stated in Hadith of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He said, Al-Ain tudkilu rajul al-qabira wa tudkilu jamal al-qidra. The evil eye enters a man into the grave and enters the camel into the cooking pot. This means the influence of evil eye in person's personal life can lead to quick death. This is one of the reasons why you see young people dying so quick. It may be because they are affected by evil eye. So the best way to cure spiritual illness is to apply Ruqya Shariah. The second categories of illnesses that can be cured through the practice of Ruqya Shariah is psychological illnesses. This refers to mental disorder, psychosis, neurodevelopmental disorders, and mood disorders such as depression, anxiety, addictive behavior, OCD, negative thoughts, insanity, bad behavior, and etc. These illnesses can be cured through Ruqya Shariah, as it was stated in an hadith narrated by 𝗁𝗂𝗏 who narrated from his paternal uncle 𝗥𝗂𝗾𝗆. It was stated that 𝗥𝗂𝗾𝗆 cured a man who was afflicted by insanity through reciting Surah Al-Fatiha on him. These hadiths make it clear to us that Ruqya Shariah is also beneficial for curing psychological illnesses. To know more about this hadith, kindly watch our previous video. The third categories of illnesses that can be cured through the practice of Ruqya Shariah is physical illness. This refers to bodily disorder or chronic disease such as headache, back pain, fever, malaria, typhoid, cancer, and etc. All these physical illnesses can also be cured through the practice of Ruqya Shariah, though most people believe that physical illnesses can only be cured through applying medical treatments and natural remedies. As a result, they don't consider applying Ruqya Shariah as an option. There are many hadiths of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that stated how he and his companions cured physical illnesses through applying Ruqya Shariah. The fourth and the last categories of illnesses that can be cured through the practice of Ruqya Shariah is heart disease, which is known in Arabic as Maradul Qulub. Heart disease is described as the most dangerous disease that afflicts mankind. It is a disease that opens door for other diseases. It is the most widespread disease and the most destructive disease in the world. Heart disease affects people's inner selves by weakening their faith in Allah, and it can ultimately lead to disbelief and destruction for its victim. The examples of heart disease include polydism, jealousy, fornication, arrogance, anger, doubting the words of Almighty Allah, practicing shirk and haram without being conscious, and etc. Heart disease is considered as the disease of the disbelievers, as Almighty Allah described it in the glorious Quran in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 10. Almighty Allah said, 𝗁𝗵𝗵𝗵 maradun fazadahumullahu marada. There is a disease in their hearts, and Allah only lets their disease increases, and they will suffer a painful punishment for their lives. So anyone who imitates the act of the disbeliever will surely suffer from the painful punishment of Almighty Allah. Therefore, a Muslim has to stay away from maradul qulub, which is known as heart disease. This is where we're gonna stop today's class. Inshallah, in our next class, we will be discussing about the symptoms and the cure of all these diseases. And for those who would like to know how to cure themselves from evil eye, black magic, envy, bad dream, jealousy, and other spiritual problems without going to any Rocky, kindly join our YouTube membership community by clicking on the link in the description. Thanks for watching. For the sake of Allah, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell so you won't miss any of these classes. Barakallahu fikum. Ma'asalam.